My wife accidentally stayed on the call, and what I heard changed everything. She was telling someone our marriage was miserable, that I was a coward, and the only reason she stayed with me was because of my family's money. One afternoon during lunch, I called my wife Jolene, like I always did. We spent 5 minutes talking about picking up our daughter from daycare and what to have for dinner. Nothing unusual. Before hanging up, I told her I loved her. She said it back. Then I heard what she thought was the call ending, but it didn't. A few seconds later, her voice came back. Only this time, she wasn't talking to me. How are things with you and your husband? Another woman asked. Jolene laughed. Not a kind laugh. Terrible. Same as always. He's so boring. I can't even fake interest in what he says anymore. My sandwich froze halfway to my mouth. I sat alone in my truck, listening as my wife dismantled our marriage. Then why stay with him? Her friend asked. Seriously? His family owns commercial properties and a development company. His dad practically bought us our house. Why would I walk away from that? So you're staying for the money? Obviously. Then she added, you've met him. He's a coward. He lets his mother talk down to me and never says a word. He won't even ask for a promotion because he's scared of confrontation. I married the weakest man alive. She paused. At least he comes with a trust fund. Both women laughed. My hand shook so badly I nearly dropped my phone. I wanted to hang up, but I couldn't stop listening. What about the guy from spin class? Her friend asked. Luca? Jolene's tone instantly changed. We've been talking a lot. He's everything my husband isn't. Confident. Bold. Takes charge instead of asking permission just to exist. Have you two done anything? Not yet. Then she laughed. But I've definitely thought about it. If Luca had money, I'd already be gone. That was enough. I ended the call. Then I sat in my truck for 40 minutes, staring into space. Everything I believed about my marriage fell apart in a matter of minutes. I thought about our wedding day, the tears in her eyes during her vows, the way she told me I was the safest place she'd ever known. Had any of it been real? When I got home, Jolene greeted me with a kiss on the cheek. How was your day, babe? She stood at the stove making pasta. I looked at her and suddenly felt like I was staring at a stranger. Fine, I replied. Later, I picked up our daughter and held her a little longer than usual. She's 3 years old. She touched my face with both hands and asked, Daddy, why do you look sad? Kids always know that night sleep never came. Jolene lay beside me, breathing peacefully while her words echoed in my head. Coward. Weakest man alive. I stared at the ceiling until 4 in the morning, wondering if she was right. Maybe I was too passive. Maybe I had spent years letting people walk all over me. The next morning, I called my father and told him everything. He listened quietly. Then he asked, what are you going to do about it? I don't know. His answer hit hard. Then figure it out. Otherwise, you're proving her right. For the next 2 weeks, I said nothing. Jolene had no idea anything was wrong. She never noticed. She never paid attention. During that time, I met with a lawyer. My father restructured the family trust so Jolene would have no access to family assets if we divorced. I moved my savings into a separate account. I documented everything, even the phone call. My carrier confirmed it lasted 11 minutes, not the 5 she believed. I also gathered phone records showing hundreds of texts between Jolene and someone saved as spin class. Then, on a Wednesday night after our daughter was asleep, I sat across from Jolene at the kitchen table. She was scrolling through her phone and smiling, probably at him. We need to talk, I said. She barely looked up. About what? I looked her straight in the eye. About how our marriage is awful. About how I'm a coward. And about how you're only here because of my family's money. Her phone slammed onto the table. Every bit of color disappeared from her face. You forgot to hang up, I said. 2 weeks ago. I heard everything. She immediately started scrambling for excuses. She claimed she was just venting. She said every married person complains. I cut her off. Who's Luca? Silence. Then I delivered the final blow. The trust has been restructured. You get nothing. My lawyer will be contacting yours tomorrow. She started crying. She reached for my hands. I pulled them away. You married me because I was safe, because I provided stability. Fine. But calling me a coward while living off my family's money was your mistake. Then I stood up. Because a coward wouldn't be walking away right now. I filed for divorce the next morning. Jolene tried calling my parents. My father gave her the same advice he gave me. Figure it out. 2 weeks later, she moved out. As for Luca from spin class, his interest disappeared the moment the money did. Today, our daughter lives with me. And one thing is certain. I'm not the coward Jolene thought I was.